Okay, it is that time of year again. Exam season. The pressure's on, right? The books are piled high, but for some reason your brain just won't cooperate. Well, today we're going to tackle that problem head-on by looking at something that is so critical but often gets completely ignored, your nutrition.
Does this hit a little too close to home? You know the feeling. You've set aside the time, you've got your notes all laid out, but your mind is just everywhere else. It is so frustrating, and you're definitely not alone.
Or hey, maybe this is your big struggle. You spend hours cramming, memorizing everything, and you feel pretty good about it, only to have it all just vanish when you actually need it. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a giant hole in it.
And then there's this one, that constant, heavy, foggy feeling. You know, the kind of tired that makes you want to take a nap after reading just one single page, no matter how much sleep you actually got the night before.
So if you've been nodding your head to any of this, you're going to want to listen up. We're so quick to blame our study habits or maybe just a lack of willpower. But what if the real problem is actually on your plate? What if the key to unlocking all that focus is just your food?
Let's really get into the nitty-gritty here. Your brain isn't just some abstract thing. It's a high-performance organ, and it has very, very specific fuel requirements, especially when it's under the kind of stress that comes with exams.
I want you to think of your brain like a muscle, or maybe a high-performance engine. You wouldn't put cheap, low-grade fuel in a sports car and expect it to win a race, right? Well, the science on this is absolutely clear. The right foods literally boost your attention and your memory, while the wrong ones just drain your energy and crank up the stress.
Okay, so let's dive into the good stuff. We're going to shift from the why this all matters to the what. What are these amazing power foods that can totally transform your study sessions? Let's break down the essentials.
First up on our list is protein. And no, it's not just for building muscles at the gym. It is absolutely crucial for building brain chemicals, these things called neurotransmitters, that are essential for sending clear messages. And that, right there, is the foundation of a strong memory and sharp concentration.
So where do you get this awesome brain fuel? Look, the big takeaway here is that just eating roti and rice is not going to be enough. You have to actively include things like dals or chana, eggs or paneer in your meals every day to really build that focus.
Next, let's talk about fat. Now I know, a lot of people hear the word fat and they immediately think it's a bad thing. But get this, your brain is actually made of about 60% fat. It needs healthy fats, especially things like omega-3s, to stay sharp and work at its best. And the best part? You don't need a ton of it. Seriously, just adding a small handful of walnuts or sprinkling some flax or chia seeds on your food each day is enough to give your brain those healthy fats it's crying out for.
All right, let's talk energy. Carbs are your brain's #1 fuel source. But, and this is a big but, not all carbs are created equal. It's really the difference between the sudden energy crash and having sustained focus for hours. On one hand, you've got simple sugars, from biscuits, chocolates, sugary drinks. They give you that quick jolt of energy, but it's followed by a horrible crash that just tanks your concentration. But on the other hand, complex carbs, from things like roti, oats, brown rice, they provide a steady, reliable stream of energy that keeps you focused and in the zone. Now think of vitamins and minerals as your brain's personal protection squad. Iron, for example, is vital for carrying oxygen to the brain. It can't work without it. Vitamin B12 is a memory powerhouse. And antioxidants? They're like little bodyguards, protecting your brain cells from stress. And you'll find these protectors in all kinds of amazing, colorful foods, from green, leafy veggies to bright, delicious fruits. Now, one quick but really important note. While supplements like vitamin D or iron can be helpful, you should only ever take them after talking to a doctor.
All right, we've covered all the good stuff, the foods you want to load up on. Now let's flip the script and talk about what not to eat. Because honestly, knowing what to avoid is just as important.
These right here, these are your focus killers. Yeah, that energy drink or that third cup of coffee might give you a quick feeling of being alert, but trust me, it's a trap. They all lead to more fatigue, more sleepiness, and a totally messed up focus once that initial buzz wears off.
Oh man, this one is probably the most common mistake, but it's also the easiest one to fix. We get so lost in our books that we just forget to drink water. But even being just a little bit dehydrated can seriously slow down your brain, making it feel like you're trying to think through mud. And the fix is just so simple. You ready? The magic number is 8 to 10 glasses a day. That's it. Keep a water bottle right there on your desk, always.
It's such a simple habit, but it makes a massive, massive difference.
So, we've got all this great information, but how do we actually put it into practice? Knowledge is pretty useless without a plan. So let's build a simple, easy-to-follow blueprint for success on exam day.
This is your checklist for the big day. First, start with a balanced, light breakfast. Second, and this is a big one, completely avoid heavy or fried foods that'll just make you feel sleepy. Third, bring your water bottle. And fourth, pack smart snacks, not sugary stuff, for sustained energy.
And here's what a typical study day could look like. It's not about some crazy restrictive diet. It's just about a consistent pattern of balanced meals and smart snacks that'll keep your brain and body fueled up from morning all the way to night. And hey, a quick word for any parents who might be listening. Your support here is absolutely huge. But instead of forcing meals, which can just add more stress, try leaving some healthy snacks out on their desk. Gentle reminders and just making healthy options available can make all the difference in the world.
You know, when it's all said and done, it really comes down to this simple idea. Success in your exams doesn't just come from the hours you spend studying. It comes from nourishing the very engine that's doing all that hard work. A healthy body really does mean a sharp mind.
So there you have it. The blueprint is yours. The power is literally in your hands. So my question for you is, what is the one small, easy change you're going to make to your diet today? Maybe it's just drinking one more glass of water, or swapping out that packet of biscuits for an apple. Just start there. From all of us, we're wishing you the absolute best for your exams. You've got this.